This is person A. He is ambitious, he knows he can become better, and he watches all the videos, he reads all the books in the world so that one day he can put all that information and turn that into action so that he can finally become better, to become that 2.0 version of himself. And he may reach those goals someday, but even if he does, it will take him years because he feels like he needs to get everything perfect and everything right on the first time. Now, you know who will reach these goals faster than person A? Person B. As you can see, he looks a little bit more retarded, and that is because he is. He is a fool, he is a retard, because he thinks that he can reach all of those goals without learning anything, without having any information. And let's say that person B decided that he wants to bench 100 kilos, he has never been to the gym before, so him being a fool, him being retarded, he just walks into the gym, loads up the plate. Of course, now with 100 kilos, he's not so much retarded as to put 100 kilos on his first ever bench. So he just starts small. He just starts with like 5 kilos, and it isn't perfect. His form is terrible. He has never done this before, and people are kind of looking at him weirdly, like they're kind of cringing and they're looking at him with pity because they're really scared that he might really hurt himself doing his form. But after he finishes benching, one of the gym goers just comes up to him and tells him that, hey, like, what you did just sucked. Do this differently. Do it like this. Like, suck your shoulder blades in, whatever, gives him some tips. And he learns. He failed, but somebody helped him. He learned from that failure and he adjusted and he got better. And within 3 months' time, he is already benching like 60 kilos and he's well on his way on hitting that 100K for, let's say, like in the next 3 to 4 months, just because he took that one retarded, imperfect action. And he's been doing this, he's been getting all of this progress not by watching YouTube videos or by fucking reading books on how to bench press, but because of all of his failures, you know? He learns through that trial and error by continually failing and by continually learning from those failures, adjusting, adapting, and getting better. And by the time, let's say that person A wants to hit 100K bench as well, but he just fucking read and everything. And by the time person A decided that, hey, I have enough knowledge about how to hit that 100K bench press, and by the time he gets the courage to go up into the gym after months of learning through reading books, through watching YouTube videos, he just walks into the gym. And by that time, person B is already hitting that 100K bench. Hell, he even might be at 105K, you know? And all of this because he just took action, that imperfect little foolish action. Now, this little story hopefully delivered my point, and that is that whatever your goal is, just be a fool. Just be a downright retard and have this cocky and but like healthy cocky, but like have this cocky mindset of like, hey, I can hit that goal. Yeah, I have never done this before, but I will just get into this. I will be imperfect, I will suck at the beginning, but I will continually learn from my failures. From like, I will fuck up, but I will learn from that, you know, and I will get better and better and better without having to read millions of books or read or watch like millions of YouTube videos about that topic, you know? Because man, there are millions, if not billions, of people who are way dumber than you, already having your dream body, having your dream income, just for the sole purpose of them taking that imperfect action and them willing to be the fool for some while, not being perfectionists, but just learning from like fucking up and learning from that, you know? And I know that you might be maybe thinking that I am mocking learning, but I'm not. I myself have been spending thousands of dollars into education. Like I've been piling like a bunch of money, like 90% of my money is getting thrown back, quote unquote, into education. Like as you can see, I have this full bookshelf of books. I have another shelf out there. It's full of books almost. I have a bunch of courses out here. I'm investing into my education a lot. Like that is my main source of like money piling. I That's where I pile my money the most. So I'm not mocking or making fun of education at all. I love education. This is what I spend my time on when I'm not taking action. But really, here's the thing. What I'm mocking is like reading books and not taking action from what you read out there. is just like ego or education masturbation. It's just like productive procrastination, if you could call it that way. So the problem is really when people start thinking that education is progress. And yeah, again, it is progress in some way. You have some kind of knowledge, you are more intellectual, you know more, but that is not the only progress we want if we are on this self-improving journey. The progress we want to see is on our bodies, is in our mindset, in our mind, it's on our bank account, it's on our bed. If you're lying with someone who loves you, you know, that is self-improvement as well. Finding some girl you love and who loves you, that is self-improvement as well. So you want to see real, like, not tangible, but like see real results, not only that education, you know. And that real, like, visible progress is not going to get to you by reading books. So for example, if I wanted to lose weight, that weight would not going to get loosened or get shed by me reading a weight loss book. Those pounds are going to shed from me eating less and moving more. It's as simple as that. Just, yeah, those books are useful, but unless you take what you read into action, it's useless, you know? And I get it. I mean, I was once the same. When I was starting out, like a few years back, I felt like I was kind of not qualified enough to do something unless I knew how to do it perfectly. So, for example, I wouldn't go to the gym unless I knew that I knew how to perform the perfect form. So I was basically trying to perfect something, be perfect at something without ever doing that thing. And that doesn't even make sense if you think about it that way. I mean, to illustrate this even better for you, there's this one story. I mean, you have probably heard it somewhere, but it's about a photography class where there were like two classes. One class was assigned and they had like a month to finish this assignment. And so the first class was assigned to take one perfect picture for like through that whole month, just one picture only, and just let it be perfect. And the other class was assigned to take as many pictures as they can throughout the month. And I will leave you some time, like a second or two, to think about and guess which class learned or which class produced better pictures at the end of the month. If you guessed class number 2, which is the class that had to take as many pictures as possible, you are right, because I can imagine class number 1 reading all the books or watching some crazy YouTube videos, basically over analyzing and overthinking how to take that one single picture, basically how to get that one single picture right and perfect, and struggling as hell while doing that. While class number 2 just walked into the nature, for example, took some shitty pictures, took a look at them, thought like, hey, like, this sucks, I gotta do this differently, and they basically just adapted and done better after every single failure they have gone through, which at the end of the month left them taking the perfect pictures, and they have basically perfected photography at the end of the month just because they took that imperfect action and just put in the reps, you know? So right now I have a little assignment for you. I want you to get clear on what your goal is right now. So whether it's losing weight or bulking up a little bit or making more money, it doesn't matter. It can be whatever goal, really. And after you're clear on that, I want you to pick one small little action and just do it today. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. So, for example, if you want to build a bigger chest, what you can do is just do 30 or 50 push ups on the floor right now. You know, you don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to be perfect. You can even suck at those push ups. You can build up if you have no like chest strength. You can build that up. Just start, because those, like, that chest strength is not going to build up itself. You have to start from like literally the floor, the ground, if you're doing push ups, and just pick that one single action that will get you closer to that goal, and just do it today and do it every single day, and you will build that up, man. So don't worry about having the perfect form, for example, or the perfect knowledge. Just start being a fool, fail, learn from that failure, adapt, and eventually reach whatever goal you have. And if you'd like some help, some guidance, just check out the link down below in the description. But all of this being said, just take out that action, go do it today, and peace out.